John, looking back at the weekend, how disappointing was Saturday's defeat against Leinster?
Yeah, it was definitely hugely disappointing, but I think where we've come in the last couple of years, it's kind of a reflection of how kind of hungry we are to be successful, and it would have been amazing to bring the trophy home to this province that deserves it. But I think on the day, they deserved it, and on the season they deserved it. So we still have a lot of work to do to get to where we need to go. So it's easy to feel sorry for yourself after that, but I think they probably merited the win.
On a personal note, and after being such a key figure in Ulster this season, how disappointing was it not to start the game?
Yeah, I don't know if I can portray how I really feel in words. And I've parked it now though, so it was important that I kind of left it there and had my couple of days of feeling sorry for myself and reflection days. But as I said, after I've come back from much worse in the past, so just another chapter to the book I've gone through and my career. So I was kind of put in perspective with a couple of things that and a couple of people who reached out to me on Thursday, Friday, and put everything in perspective for me. So that kind of dampened the blow of that now. I've parked it, so I'm looking forward to getting back to Europe.
How did Dan McFarlane break the news to you on that?
Just one-on-one, me and Dan get on very well. So he knows what I'm like, as I'm an emotional guy, and I give a lot to this province. So I was emotional when I found out, and I told him how I felt, and probably on the back of it, we probably come through stronger in that way. But I did feel emotional, and I was very upset, to be honest.
Moving on to Europe, so far in the 6 pool matches, you've scored 71 points. That includes 5 tries. What do you put this form down to?
I've only scored 8 points in the last 4 games, so it's a bit of a difference. I'm not too sure. I've enjoyed playing in Europe, and my whole mantra throughout my career has been wherever I'm going to be happiest in the environment is when I'm going to play my best rugby. And I've really enjoyed all the European games this year. Maybe it's the atmosphere, maybe the environment of the buzz we bring each week. But since week 1 against Bath away, I've kind of loved every minute of it. And even this week, I think I've got that greater bit of energy in it. I don't know, it's something about Europe that I really enjoy. Once you get those blue balls changed over, and I think it just psychologically that little bit different, and the games get that little bit bigger.
On Sunday, you take on 4-time European champions Toulouse. You will need to be at your very best to beat them, won't you?
Yeah, they're champions of top 14 or top 14 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago at this rate. So they're essentially defending champions. That after Leinster, the most victories in the competition. So I don't need to big them up as much as kind of past history would do for them. But it's about us, and at the end of the day, they're going to be favourites, and all we can do is go out and shoot a shot and play to the ability we can play to, and that's kind of what we've done this year against Clermont away, where we were close until the last couple of minutes, and our other 5 victories we got. So it's important that we go out and play our game, and if it's good enough on the day, it's good enough on the day.
The team is star-studded with internationals, Antoine Dupont being one. How much are you looking forward to going up against him?
Yeah, I am looking forward to playing him. He probably is the top scrum-half in the Northern Hemisphere and probably in the world at the moment. And he's kind of got an all-around game. He's very strong, fast. He's an incredible kicker of the ball, and he reads the game really well. So I'm looking forward to playing him for such a young player. He's so accomplished. So it's going to be good. And as a player, you want to play the best players, and you want to see how they cope with the kind of the harder aspects of the game. And I'm looking forward to going head-to-head with him.
How do you go about shutting him down?
It's a difficult one. It's you can't say one person can do it, because throughout a game, opportunities arise in different facets of the game. So I can't say that I'm going to try and mark him all game, and later on he's on the other side of the field. So I think it's important that our forwards and our people defending closer ruck are aware of his ability, and I think we are, especially at the lineouts as well. We know he's a very strong runner of the ball, so we just have to be careful with how we manage him.
There will be 5,000 Toulouse fans in the Stade Ernest Fallon on Sunday. How will this affect the team, do you think?
LA. I'm looking forward to actually having a crowd there. Just been bizarre without anyone in there, and I said I'd take 5,000 Toulouse fans over nothing. So I'm looking forward to hearing a bit of atmosphere and their bit of French music playing throughout the game. So, as I said, those European games, it's all about atmosphere. So, We got lucky enough to play Clermont away this year, and that was an incredible atmosphere. So I do think it makes the game a little bit different with the crowd.
The last time Ulster played Toulouse in a quarter-final was in 1999. You know what happened then? A repeat performance would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It'd be huge. I think we've all seen that game. They showed it back recently, and obviously getting to the final, the PRO14 was another big milestone. They were trying to kind of live up to what they did that year. But it's still only a quarter-final. We still have a lot to do. We've seen what Ulster did against Munster that time when they won in that unbelievable quarter-final. But at the end of the day, silverware is the most important thing, so we don't really want to be celebrating the quarter-final victory.
You've won trophies with Leinster and Connacht in the past. How would you feel winning something with Ulster next?
Yeah, I think it would probably be the icing on the top of the cake. It would be incredible to win something with this province. As I said earlier, it's a province that deserves something, and it's been a good few years coming, and winning that with Connacht was even that bit sweeter than winning it with Leinster due to the fact that it had never been won. And here it's been so long that it would kind of feel like that again. So I definitely do think my celebrations will be even bigger than the previous ones.
Over the last 4 games, Ulster have conceded 13 tries. How big a concern is this?
I wouldn't say it's one of our biggest concerns. I'd say that's on the back of us not performing as well as we have prior to it, and we've cocked up a lot of ball, which is going to make us defend a lot more. And it's definitely not something that we've been worried about or said that's one of the reasons why we're losing games. I think it's more a collective presence of us to be better with controlling the ball, because at the end of the day, if you don't have the ball and you're not doing enough with the ball, you're going to put yourself under pressure. And
finally, how big an ambition is it of yours to add to those 11 Ireland caps you have?
Yeah, it's definitely something that makes me work incredibly hard, but it's I'm going to sound cliche as I always say, it's always been about me playing well for Ulster, and off the back of that, through previous times where I wasn't getting rewarded for my performances, I just realised that it's playing well for them, and that's when I go into the Ireland camp with a bit of swagger about me, and I'm feeling good and I'm playing well. So if I'm not playing well for Ulster, it has a knock-on effect on everything. So first and foremost, it's important I play well this weekend, and then all that's kind of reward for my hard work.